In this session, we're going to look at the marriage covenant, and we're going to read a passage from Isaiah 62, verse 5, and it says, "As a young man marries a young woman, so will your builder marry you. And as a bridegroom rejoices over his bride, so will your God rejoice over you."
Yeah.
And the God of heaven and earth rejoices over his relationship with his children. And in Isaiah, we see how God calls himself the builder and the bridegroom.
That's right. Now, covenants are promises or allegiances between two parties. The Bible makes it clear that our God is a God of eternal promises, and even when we fail to uphold our end of the promise, God never backs down on
right.
his promise or his part of the covenant. The amazing thing about God is he makes even greater promises when we fail to keep our part. When mankind was failing to keep the promises of the old covenant, God did not just walk away.
No.
He actually came for us by creating a new covenant.
He did. And here's how it reads in Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 32. It says, "Behold, days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not like the covenant which I made with their fathers in the day I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, my covenant which they broke, although I was a husband to them, declares the Lord."
That's right. See, at the core of this whole idea is the concept of a covenant. And God never goes back on his covenant, nor does he ever forget. Once a covenant has been agreed upon by two parties, it's virtually unbreakable by both parties in the eyes of God. God views us as one flesh, and he considers your marriage covenant with each of you to be with him more so than it is between the two of you or the fact that man had put you guys together, right?
That's exactly right. And covenant relationships are the most challenging for us. They're not governed by how we feel or what we want, but by the terms of the covenant agreement. And too often we abandon our relationships and marriage because we're unhappy or unsatisfied at the moment.
That's right. And what everyone needs to realize that just like God, covenant relationships say that I'm here no matter what you do, no matter what I want, I will commit everything and I will come for you even when you begin to fail on your part of the covenant. That's a godly commitment to a covenant. And God is saying he wants us as married couples to also have that kind of commitment for each other as well.
Thank you for joining Les and Tracy King for A Word on the Word. Visit awordontheword.tv to receive their latest audio or video broadcast. A Word on the Word is sponsored by First Century Ministry